Hello and welcome back to another video for Final Fantasy XIV with me, Meoni. Today I've basically just been spending the entire day doing treasure map dungeons. There are new portals that open from the Qeziigural treasure maps, the 8-player maps added in Dawntrail. They finally added the portals to them as of today's patch 7.05. And one of the things that you can get within there are these Twilight Gemstones, as you can see on screen here. They are the Twilight Gemstones. This is a highly sought-after gem whose gentle gradation bears a striking resemblance to an early evening sky. So as you can see, I got a bunch of other stuff from basically doing those treasure maps, including materia and other bits and pieces, but we'll be looking at a mount. So effectively, I thought I'd start the video here in case somebody hasn't seen the second city in the game yet. This gives you time to switch off before I walk around the corner. So again, we still don't really want to spoil things for people as much as we physically can. So there we go. Right, so we're going to need 3 of these gemstones. We actually didn't get these from our runs earlier. We got pretty unlucky. We didn't see the final floor not once in the entire day, but I've seen it on other people's streams, very lucky people who managed to get one of these gemstones to appear in the chest. I have it on good authority the Twilight Gemstone can appear in the second to last floor of the treasure map dungeon in that chest, as well as the last floor. It just seems the last floor is almost not guaranteed, but a lot higher possibility of getting said gemstone. So you need 3 of those. Currently the market board is all over the place. At the time of recording, it's gone down to around 10 million gil per gemstone. So that's about 30 million gil. It's going to come down a lot more obviously in the future. We've got the miscellany vendor over here in the middle of the Arcadion, in the obviously it's not Arcadion, the Nexus Arcade, the middle vendor here, and you'll be able to find under the Sublime Curiosities the Qeziigural horn, which it says a curved horn that when blown emits an implacable sound that summons forth your Qeziigural. I'm probably butchering that name, I do apologize, but this is the new mount. Let's go look at this together. I also thought, why not get Google Translate to read it out, because I have no hopes of pronouncing this.
Qeziigural.
Qeziigural, is that right?
Qeziigural.
Yeah, Qeziigural. I don't know if that's right. Qeziigural? It sounds right. We're going to go with that, and people can correct me otherwise, and then they can also complain about, obviously, Google Translate. Let's learn this mount then and have a look at it. I've been wanting this ever since I saw the monsters. Obviously inside there's a few monsters that have the same model, and also this was shown on a live letter a very long time ago, at which point I thought this was going to be a gill sync mount, you know, i.e. one you would purchase from a vendor. But it's a treasure map mount, which is really cool. It says, Qeziigural, summon forth your Qeziigural, a winged golem whose name means gold that flies in the Mamulja tongue. Encountered in Senate Qeziigural, this winged stone construct is outfitted with golden adornments, whose engravings bespeak Mamulja origins. As its bare body appears to hail from an earlier time, however, it is believed to be a Yoktoi relic, but was repurposed and decorated. So let's look at this mount together then. I've been really excited to get out my hands on this one. I'm loving the sort of like Aztec themed mounts and minions so far. Oh my goodness, that is absolutely gorgeous. Look at that with the purple wings. That looks even better. I think it's safe to say then that I think this mount scales with the size of your character's race. I could be wrong on that, but I don't remember Yoshi P when he was flying around on that live letter on such a big creature. I know I'm like a female smallest height Mikote, but it's pretty cool, isn't it? I love the luminosity on the wings there. This could very easily be like part of a trial mount series in my opinion. It looks great, doesn't it? Absolutely great. I absolutely love it. And you can see all that like stone, the stone features that it's sort of cobbled together, pardon the pun, with all that metal and, well, I guess it is metal, isn't it? It's not electrope. It's, yeah, literally the tail is not actually connected. It is just a floating set of boulders and gold, which is pretty awesome, isn't it? Let's go into G-pose very quickly because quite honestly, it's hard to see when it's flapping what this thing looks like. Let's get up close and personal and turn depth of field off. Oh, he's got quite a cute face, isn't he? Like a gargoyle face. Yeah, It's quite cool. It really does remind me of like an Aztec gargoyle, which is exactly what it says. It's a golem, isn't it? So yeah, very cool. I love the way that your character sits on this as well, sort of kneeling, waiting to fall off sort of thing. Looking pretty good. And the luminosity is going to look great at night. Hopefully they do more mounts like this. I wouldn't even care if there was reskins with different colored wings. Quite honestly, I think it's great. There's no action button or anything to do with the mount in that regard. And its mount lean is pretty ferocious, as you would expect with most winged mounts. Looks really good when we go into a glide there as well. Yeah, I can imagine a lot of people wanting to get their hands on this. And it's not really the most expensive mount in the world. And if you wait longer than I did today, you're probably going to pick this up for probably sub 10 million gil effectively at the end of it, aren't you? That's really nice. In terms of the mount music then, I'm not holding out my breath. No, we've got some normal, I don't think we should call it generic mount music, but it's certainly your normal mount music. Nothing extra special for this one. But yeah, it's really cool, isn't it? I love the glows on this. Yeah, really, really nice. And I think the treasure map dungeons always are a hit. I can't wait to see what they do with like variant modes and things like that in the future, because what they've already done so far with what we've got in the game is beautiful. And it's nice to see things themed after the expansion, because so often we have things added to the game that aren't necessarily anything to do with the thematic nature. So I can't wait to see what the variant modes are like, and obviously Criterion and the Deep Dungeon. Although the Deep Dungeon could be based anywhere in the game, couldn't it? It doesn't have to be to Raleigh. But yeah, you get a better sort of representation of that luminosity from a wings underwater, because it's a little bit darker. Looks absolutely gorgeous, doesn't it? I love the way the gold shines as well with the light there. Awesome. Well, let me know if you've got this one yet, if you've got lucky with your Twilight gemstones from, of course, the new treasure map. And there is actually a glamour outfit, which is like a scientist outfit I've seen people floating around with. And there's also a minion, which I was very lucky to get as well as an actual drop earlier today when we were doing the treasure map dungeons. Anyway, much love. Enjoy the rest of your day. More videos from Dawntrail on the way. Good luck in Savage if you're taking part. And I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.